So I'm talking a little bit about hatching brine shrimp today. I have the Artemia Blender. I got this at Aquarium Co-op. I happen to live near there, so I can buy one in person, but you can't order from them. I use their Aquarium Co-op brine shrimp hatching salt and follow their instructions. So 1 tablespoon per liter, and I do have their brine shrimp eggs. I keep the brine shrimp eggs in my freezer. I usually hatch about 1 teaspoon at a time. I leave the teaspoon out for 15 or 30 minutes to come up to room temperature before adding it into the hatchery. And the eggs to thaw to help with that hatch rate. When you pull everything out of the box, it looks like this. So you have a little stick that you put on the lid, and this is where your air stone is going to connect to. I can't do it one-handed, so you're going to see it be added. And then you have the air stone and the valve, and this is why I love this hatchery, is this valve. That's why I'm paying extra money, so I have this valve, because I could have just done this setup with a $3 plastic pitcher if I'd wanted. It has a flow control valve, which maybe my other hatchery didn't come with. And then this is the valve for when it's done, and I'll show you that in another video. Okay, so I took a liter of water and I brought it to 80 degrees. I do just use a meat thermometer for that because it doesn't matter. So this is 1.5 liters of water that I bring up to temperature. And because I used a 1.5 liters of water, I'm using 1.5 tablespoons of aquarium salt per their instructions. And so I have it in a little tub for now. Just dump the salt right in. I'm just going to hang the new brine shrimp hatchery next to my established one, just because I need to hatch brine shrimp a little faster. And this is hanging in my tropical tank where the temperature is 80 degrees. So you can add a heater to these, but I'm a chemist, and by training, this is how we keep things at warm temperatures, using warm baths. So forgive my algae growth in this particular tank, but that is how I'm going to do that. Now I need to set up the pump for this. So my pump's going down there. Because this is temporary, I just have my line coming all the way across here. And I have the control valve. Oops, bad focus. Here. And now, basically, it is dissolving the salt. So we want to make sure that salt gets all dissolved first. And then now that my shrimp eggs have come to temperature, or at least room temperature, I just pour them in through the top, which that's not really what it's meant for. It's meant for your heater. I might even like dip this in to make sure that I get them all in there, but I lose some anyways, so. And now this is working on hatching some shrimp. You can see this one's already got quite a few in there. And I can start harvesting those. And in 18 to 24 hours, I will have shrimp in this. And then I just switch off between the two. So today I wanted to show you how I harvest the brine shrimp that I showed you the setup for last couple days. What I have is I have a cloth. A lot of people will use a net. I use a cloth for straining. I have just a cup to strain into. This is the stand for the brine shrimp hatchery. And then I will have some dechlorinated water for rinsing. So I have my two hatcheries going. You can see they look really similar. So this one just started yesterday and is hatching already a whole lot. And this one has been going for 2 days. So I simply remove the lid and I actually just set it on the lid of the aquarium. And I pull it out. And I set it in its sand to settle. And what will happen is the brine shrimp themselves will settle down and the unhatched eggs will be on top. And this is, again, another reason why I really like this hatchery. Now that it's settled, I take it out. And this is why I like this valve. You can see all the brine shrimp down here. So I open the valve and it pours out all sorts of brine shrimp. See the brine shrimp there, and I just rinse with the dechlorinated water, fresh water, to remove the salt. So today, this is the fourth and final part of my brine shrimp discussion, and I wanted just to show how I'm feeding brine shrimp. So I have kind of the paste after I've rinsed them on my cloth. I'll set my cloth down. This normally is a two-handed job. And I just take a plastic spoon and scrape a little off, and then I just kind of swirl it around in the water to give them a good amount. These sets are separated because these are my twins, and they all hatched. They hatched a little bit earlier than the other ones, so they're just separated out. And then I have a large amount. And I have more. I really had a lot of brine shrimp hatch, so I'm kind of probably overfeeding today, but in a couple hours then, I will go ahead and remove all the extra that they don't eat. And with a water change, it'll be good. And then I usually feed them about twice a day.